Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going down for a hike down the Redhill Valley Trail again. But this time we are looking out at a specific set of waterfalls that are laid out. So I'm not quite sure how far they are. So we're gonna have to start hiking down the trail and see if we can find them. Now, today it was snowing for about 4 or 5 hours this morning. So there was a couple of inches of snow on the ground. Now it's not a terrible amount. Won't really cover up or hide very much, but it will hopefully add a nice little touch of contrast to it. And now that the snow has stopped, the sun is starting to pop up a little bit. So hopefully the weather today will hold out and we might get a little bit more snow. It is a little chilly out right now. I had to put my scarf and everything on, but it's not as bad. The temperature is dropping. We're supposed to go down to negative double digits tonight. But at least for right now, the sun is peeking out every now and then, so we might even get the chance of having some light. Now, the stream is flowing down right over here beside me, so I'm walking down, checking out any areas if I find anything. But as usual, the highway is right over there behind me. So the cars are quite loud. Well, all the vehicles, who knows if they're cars, could be work trucks, could be anything. Now, we're coming up to a bridge, the same little red bridges that go all over the area. So we're gonna stop here for a moment and see if we can find any compositions. Now, with it being the winter time, we only have about an hour to an hour and a half before the batteries die. So we're gonna have to be very vigilant today, making sure we can keep everything alive. Oh, we got a new trail over here. I wonder where that goes. All right, we'll check it out in a minute. As I was walking down, I came up to this little bridge under here that has all the water going underneath it. The waterfalls in this area, even though it's not very high, just the sound of it, as well as the actual visuals, it just looks incredible. So we're gonna hike down over here near the water edge somewhere and see if we can get a picture. I do like the snow all over the place. That is actually something that I do enjoy, but the problem is that the snow kind of does detract from the movement of the water. I'm gonna keep trying to open up the aperture and hope the sun kind of goes behind a bit of a cloud, just because I want a little bit of movement with the water. And right now at 125th of a second, it's pretty much not moving. But I'm gonna try it with this one. And then we'll go up to F16. Now we are down to 1/25th of a second. Still at the 1-to-1 crop. Let's focus in on the water. Zoom in. Looks pretty sharp. And again, 2-second timer. All right, I'm gonna bring the camera over here behind me so you guys can see it. I started with full frame, and as you can see over here, there's a lot of snow covering some of the rocks. However, it does not look as appealing as the ones up here. These ones actually do look interesting, where you can see the snow on top of the rocks over there. So my first initial thought was to punch into 1.6 and or an 80mm crop, recenter the frame. And then we are still at F16 at 1/25th of a second. 2-second timer again. Then I tried a 1-to-1 crop. So this helps narrow in a little bit on the sides, which removes some of the distractions, especially some of the distractions overhead with a lot of the dead trees. And then focus in on the waterfall again. Make sure it is tack sharp. So I was thinking of also a 4x3, but as it brings in a lot more on the sides, the 1-to-1 does help narrow that down just a little bit. And then yeah, the 16:9 introduces too much on the side. Now, I'm not sure if I don't like the full frame one, so I'll try one more here. As to me, it kind of introduces a lot of unnecessary components into the picture. But if it actually looks nice, then I don't actually mind, and I'm gonna keep this one. As you are walking around hiking today, it is quite warm as long as you're moving, but once you stop, right now it is -5, -6. So as soon as you stop, that's when the chill factor really hits you. So from down here, the water does not smell terrible. So this water must be treated a little bit with something. And as you can see, there is just ridiculous amounts of tags everywhere. And you can see there is still just a little bit of snow falling every once in a while. And you can see down here in the tunnel, it is not pretty. So I wonder how long this has been here for. It looks quite weathered, that's for sure. So I framed up the shot a couple of different ways. I'm gonna insert the best one now. Let me know what you guys think of this picture. All right, well, we'll continue on hiking. Talk to you guys again in a minute. And I found this little area of a bunch of evergreens, as well as a few still brown leaves left on the trees. So we're gonna hike down this trail. Somebody has been here, but not for a little while with the amount of snow on the trail. So we're gonna hike down here and see where we go. As I was hiking up, I saw this tree. Look at the size of this evergreen. Literally is head and shoulders above every other tree in the area. But the size of these two trees, the amount of nutrients they must have had, and especially right about here, half of the branches are missing. I wonder what must have been there to cause that to happen. Now the breeze is really starting to pick up. I'm not sure if my microphone is going to be clipping right now and or hearing the sound of it. Now I want to see if I can try to get all of that in frame. I don't think I'm going to be able to though. It is just too massive. That's what she said. All right, now here is the base for that tree that we were looking at. And from underneath, it just looks just gargantuan. Quite massive. And then we have this tree over here, which looks like it's either been pruned back because the cuts look almost straight down. So this was the only other thing I found around here that looks interesting. Animals of some kind, probably deer, they must have been rubbing up against the tree here. Or a human tried to debark this to start a fire, one of the two. You can just see how small this tree is. So I thought animals may have run in through it, but it is kind of in the middle of nowhere. And there is a little fire pit over there, so humans must have been around. You can just see all the stuff over there. Now, the sun is popping in and out. There seems to be a bit thinning of the clouds right now. So over here we have, I think it's sumac. We have a bunch of sumac, just a little bit of the top of the trees. And it's framed by these three, although probably two of these evergreens. So I'm gonna see if I can try to frame this up with all three of the evergreens, plus a bit of the sumac, and then all of the dead leaves and trees and everything in the background. All right, so we're at f8, 1/160th of a second. The sun is still up a little bit, but the problem is the wind keeps picking up, so I'm having to wait for a few minutes for the wind to just die down enough for me to get this picture. I have it framed up perfectly in between the two, well, three technically evergreens, and then just the sumac as the main subject. Right as I try to take the picture, the wind picks up again. That's okay. We're gonna have to wait here a few minutes, and hopefully the wind dies down. So, as it always happens, as you're hiking around and kind of on the move, you start to sweat a little tiny bit. And then anytime you stop for any length of time, it gets really cold all of a sudden. But I especially have my vents open. Not all the way though, apparently. But I also have my vents open to let out some of the heat. And then once it gets cold, you just kind of close your arms over top of the vents. Let's see how this looks. So for this one, I'm just gonna have to keep shooting a bunch of pictures. And then afterwards in Lightroom, I'm gonna check them over and see which one actually has the least amount of motion, I should say. I'll try that one again. Now the histogram looks okay. Now I could go down a bit more. There is a little depth of field here as I want to get the trees on the side, plus the bark missing from that tree, as well as the red sumac, just sort of in the top section of the frame, the top 1/3 of the frame. And then we have just a little bit of the snow on the ground, emphasizing what time of year this is, of course. Plus the fact that all of the trees are completely barren right now, that really does help. And then just zooming in a little bit just to check focus. See how we did. A good detail in the bark, in the trees. The sumac trees are visible. There's not very much movement at all. Perfect. but you guys can barely make out it's 1/160th of a second at f8. ISO 100. And then check our histogram. It looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna undercompensate it by just a little bit, just as the ground is extremely bright. And with the sun hitting it at certain angles, I don't want to blow out any of the picture. So we just undercompensated it by just a little bit. I'll insert this picture now. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Well, at least we got a couple of pictures today. I'm gonna start hiking back down that slippery hill we came up earlier. All right, talk to you guys again in a bit. Single pine cone in the middle of the trail. Well, that was a good hike. It was probably, I want to say, about 2.5 hours so of hiking. That's not terrible. So the camera is just about to die on me soon, so I'm gonna start heading out. Let me know what you guys thought of the video today. Leave a like and a comment down below if you so wish, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next one. Have a good one.